Hi everyone, Papa here along with Kate and Kai, and we're going to narrate this video on sports and recreation activities, starting with gymnastics lessons. Kate and Kai has been participating in a lot of activities at our local YMCA. These gymnastics lessons were the first activity. Kate and Kai, anything to say about your gymnastics lessons?
It was fun. It was definitely a lot of fun. I know that a lot of things that I've been doing in the YMCA has been good.
And this was your teacher for your first activity. I believe this particular video was filmed the first night of your gymnastics lessons earlier this year. What about this particular event? How did that feel? What did you think of that?
I liked it, but it also hurt a little.
On your tummy? I can see you a couple of times in there. It looks like you were exasperated. And these are several clips that were cut together. She didn't have you go that many times right in a row. There were other individuals in your class going in between, but still, she had you go a couple of times and then you'd get back in line. You had to pull yourself up. How was that?
It felt good, but not that much for my hands. Not that much for my tummy, but it was good.
And here you are pushing this mat. How heavy was that mat?
It wasn't that heavy.
You've got strong legs and arms too, so you did a good job and you were keeping that straight. So well done on that. I can see you're tired though.
Yeah.
Oh, and what are you doing here? The rolling. All right, so she's got you tumbling on the mat. I think this was the time you had a substitute teacher that one night. I like your little jog back up to the top. There you go, rolling again. What were you thinking? Oh, and you're looking up at us. So this particular facility has an upper floor. We weren't allowed down in the gymnastics floor, but we could watch from the upper viewing area. So that's where I did all of the recording from. That's why we got that eagle eye view. So what'd you think of the rolling and the springboard?
I liked it. It was fun.
And here she's showing you how to do it, and you're going back for another turn at it. Get a running start. I think what she was saying was do the springboard, do the roll, and then come up with your hands in the air, kind of stick the landing. They had you do that a few times. There you go. That was a good roll. Oh, here you are running through the rope ladder on the floor. You're kind of hopping through it. What were your thoughts on that?
It was good. I enjoyed it a lot. I definitely enjoyed it.
And here you are on the balance beam. We do a lot of walking on logs and boards in our woods, so you're used to a balance beam. There you are, leaning over, maybe a little too far. How'd you like the balance beam?
I liked it. I would definitely do that again.
You were good at it. There you are, leaning over, jumping off. Oh, here you are, walking across, following you're leading someone else from your class. So you're ahead of them and getting to the end. What do you do? Jump off here? Oh, we cut away to another scene. Oh, there you are now. She's got you over on the far side, flipping over. What are your thoughts on that?
I liked it. I definitely liked it.
Did it hurt your tummy like the earlier lessons?
Yeah.
Or were you used to it by then?
No, it still hurt.
Here you are on the springboard again. A little bit of a sideways roll.
But I did good.
You did a great job in all of your gymnastics. Coming back for another run. I love your kind of skip jump there as you're coming back, getting ready for another run. Here you go, springing off and a roll.
I think that was my best roll.
That was an excellent roll, wasn't it? Here you come, coming around. I think this was the one where I kept being concerned that you were going to run into one of your classmates, like right here. She's coming up to try to spring off, and you're running back straight at her.
That was one of my friends.
Fortunately, she stopped in time, and here you are again. Kind of a sideways tumble to avoid hitting her.
I mean, that was probably my only option to not tumble on hole.
Right, when you were that close. She did a good job, and here you come again, springing off, and a nice roll. Here comes your teacher to show you what she wants. Spring off with your hands in the air. So let's see how you do on this next one.
So yeah, I definitely enjoyed it, and the YMCA is definitely a lot of fun, I can tell you that.
And here they've got you doing, I think this one, was this supposed to be cartwheels? Let's why you blocked her again. She was laughing. I think you and she kept taking turns getting in each other's way. Now here you go again. Kind of a shoulder roll there.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed making friends at the YMCA.
I think it got to a point where you and she were purposely getting in each other's way. I think, yeah, there you go. Now she's getting in your way. I think this is supposed to be a cartwheel. Not quite there yet, but you're getting the hang of it.
Yeah, I'm not flexible.
You're not as flexible, you don't think?
No.
You'll get the hang of it on the cartwheels.
Maybe I just have to break my bones to get flexible.
No, we won't need to do that. And you're good at shoulder rolls, though. And, oh, now you're on the other tumbling mat again, kind of a downhill mat.
Yeah, I definitely liked rolling. I think rolling was the funnest part about gymnastics.
Was it? Yeah, and you're doing well at it. Here she comes again, and your turn. Take another roll, and over you go. Now she's coming. Oh, about to kick you there. You got out of the way just in time. Now it's your turn. Don't kick her. Oh.
Okay, that one wasn't as much as a roll.
It was a fall off the side. But you survived that one without any injury. All right, here she goes over, and now it's your turn. Don't hit her. Don't. Oh. Yeah, that was definitely when I was worried. Oh, that was a foot race. And here you go again. She's getting ready to say, ready. Oh, she's moving you over. Get on the line. She's going to say, ready, set, go. And you're off. You kind of skip hopped at the end. What were your thoughts on the running? What did you think of those foot races?
I liked it. I think I'm good at running. I can tell you that. I'm very. Oh, this didn't turn out as great.
No, I think what happened, and you and I have talked about this, is that you've got stronger arms and legs than she does, so you were pushing it further and faster, so kind of putting it off balance. And you ran into that cone, obviously.
I still had fun, I can tell you that.
Right, and here you are with someone else. You're going faster than she is, so it's kind of throwing her off balance. But you got it straight again, and here you go, running to the end, and you hit another cone. Now, time to come back. Or what were you suggesting there? You turn around and do it backwards?
No. That didn't come out as that came out better in my head, but not that much in reality.
It looked better in your head when you were planning it. And again, you're pushing faster and harder than she is, so it sends it off balance. But eventually, out there, and you did try going backwards, so it worked a little bit.
I still liked it.
Yeah, it works different muscles, and there you go. Almost ran over your other classmates. You made it back there. This was the one where all three of you were going, and
I wasn't in the middle.
No, I agree. If you had been in the middle, because I think those two are about equal strength, so if you had been in the middle and one of them on each end, I think the three of you would have pushed straight and fast and gotten all the way to the end with that, and then you did a roll at the end. You know, always trying to get in another roll, aren't you? All right, so here you are on the springboard again.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed the springboard. That's the jumping thing, the rolling thing, and the springboard is probably the goodest things I've done in gymnastics.
And here you are. You got way back. I was wondering what you were doing, but you were getting way back to get a running start at that springboard. And here you are. Here you almost fell. Oh, I thought you were going to fall there, but you got your balance.
I stuck the landing.
And you stuck the landing. Here you are. Another, more of a shoulder roll on that one. And springboarding back. Once again, getting ready. Oh, here you are. So they've got the cartwheel mat that shows you where to put your hands and feet. That didn't go quite to plan.
Yeah.
I think in the early lessons you were crossing your feet over. And here your teacher is showing you how to do it, demonstrating again. Get that foot up in the air and over you went.
Yeah, I definitely liked it. It was a lot of fun, but I took a tumble.
Here she's showing you again. Get that foot up. Oh, she grabbed your foot and kind of twisted you. That didn't go exactly as planned. Here you are in the rope ladder again. Getting good about going in between those rungs.
Yeah, I think that was the easiest thing that I've done in gymnastics, maybe.
Just running in between there, probably. Certainly you're better at that than at the cartwheels, but the cartwheels are coming. Before you know it, you'll be an expert at them.
Yeah, but I kind of like other things than just that.
Well, and here you are for another foot race, and go. And you're off, and you get down to the end. Turn. Oh, she didn't go all the way to the end. And you slipped and fell. Kind of ended up near the cone, and that threw you off balance. But then she didn't go all the way to the end. So I think you were saying, I fell down. Let's do it again. Well, and she started before you, and you picked it up there. I'd call that one a tie. You had challenges in the first race and the second race.
Yeah, so I definitely enjoyed it, and then she just took off.
Oh, and I think you're getting ready to race again here. You are competitive, aren't you?
Yeah, I definitely am.
She's getting you ready to go again. On your mark, get set. Oh, no, there wasn't a race there. I think she stopped that activity. So there wasn't another race. Here you are. I think you're jumping over rungs here instead of going through every rung.
Hey, it's faster than just doing it individual when you just jump over 5, and then you're done.
And then you did a little dance there while you waited. And here you go. When you do the tumbling, I know a lot of times for gymnastics classes, you have your hair up in a boy bun, let's call it. Does that hurt your head when you tumble on your bun? Or does it feel okay? You feel it?
Yeah, I feel it.
But you survived. Here you are here you are dancing again. I like those hand motions you got going. I'm right above you there looking down.
Yeah, I definitely liked rolling. That was another one of the funnest things I've done.
And then you're rolling uphill here to get back to the beginning.
I almost hit those guys,
You
but
did.
I recovered.
Oh, this is where you had a substitute teacher. I liked the substitute teacher. She put you through your paces. Here you are all doing sit-ups. What did you think of this substitute teacher?
I hated it.
Oh.
One of the people aren't even putting their whole head up. They were just...
No, but you're down at the far end, and you've got your hands where they should be. You're going up, and she's just, instructing all of you up, down, up, down. Well, you say you hated her because she made you work. She made you do sit-ups, and we're about to see some other activities here. So she's finishing up with sit-ups. I liked her. I liked this instructor. Not that I didn't like the others, but this one had you do different things like the sit-ups. And then, do you recall what she's about to have you do here?
So yeah, so a lot of people jumped, and then we did something.
So jumping. So here you are jumping. I don't know. Do you recall what she told you? Just jump for a while?
I think she just said jump for a while.
So you
I
are.
just kept jumping, but
You did, and you were still going out. Now she got you going back down. Looks like you're going back down for more sit-ups.
yeah, I definitely enjoyed that. It was definitely fun, but not that fun.
Well, it was good for you, so let's look at it that way. May not have been as fun while you were doing it, but it's a good activity to get your body used to doing all of the gymnastics.
Yeah, plus I like gymnastics, just not some of the moves.
Not some of the moves, like the sit-ups maybe, but you'll get better at them. I have often found that when you're new to something, you may not always enjoy it as much, but the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. The better you get at it, the more you'll enjoy it. I have found that with things like sit-ups, push-ups, running, bicycling, other activities. Here she's got you jumping again.
So yeah, I definitely enjoyed it, and we were jumping here. I like jumping.
So you're pointing up to me at that point. I think you're saying that the girl on the end is her friend. Do you recall?
Yeah.
You were definitely pointing up at me and then pointing to her and trying to say something.
We were giving her. I said, hey, I was pointing at her, and I was like, give her a card, give her a card.
Oh, you wanted to give her one of the cards with our YouTube channel information on it. Now you're done jumping and she's moving you over for another activity. Let's see what she's got you doing here. She's got you all lining up and then facing her. Put out your arms so you get some good distance between each other. She's trying to move you apart. She's moving to the end for some reason. And then back in the middle. I don't know why she did that. But your teacher's just trying to tell you, put your arms up, get some space. And now she's got you going down. Sort of a push-up position, but if I recall what we're about to see, yep, planking. So this is called planking. So you put your feet in a push-up position, and you can either put your palms on the floor and have straight arms, or put your elbows. In this case, she had you put your elbows on. So what did you think of the planking?
It wasn't that hard. That was one of the things that I liked about her. This exact thing was one of the things I liked. I don't like her. I mean, I liked it, but I also liked it. Like, I liked it definitely, and then she, I don't know what she did though. People were just not doing the right thing.
Yeah, she's adjusting the form a little bit. See how they had that, this girl had her arms angled back more and she's trying to put them straight. You've got good form there. Your arms are almost straight. Your shoulders are above your hands and straight back for the most part. Your legs straight. Your toes are on the mat. So you're holding up well. Some of them, if they're arched like that, that's more of a downward dog, and that's not the intent of this move, to do downward dog.
I didn't do a downward dog, so that's the good part about it.
Right, you know how to do a downward dog. You do yoga with mommy. And now she's getting you set. Oh, I think she's using you as the example. She's saying, hey, see how to do this, and if you have this angle, it's not right, and then you move to here. So I think she's using you as the example of
I
what.
was the test dummy.
I'd rather say the example, but your words, not mine. Test dummy. But she used you to show them how to do it. That worked out well.
Yeah, so I definitely liked it, and I don't know what they're doing there. Are we doing it again? I don't remember what we're doing.
Well, you're sitting on the floor. First of all, there she's got you up. And now you're up and getting ready. And put your arms out. I don't recall what she had you do here. We're about to see. Oh, she's got you going up on your toes. That's it. So toe raises. Put your arms out. Put your toes up in the air. It's working different muscles in your legs.
That wasn't that hard. I already know how to do that.
Right. No, you're good at that. And you did quite a few of them, maybe 10 or 12 of them or so.
So yeah, I definitely liked it. And then somebody was dancing.
Well, I think she probably said shake it out or shake it off and kind of loosen the muscles. Here you go, back down. And you got your legs up in the air. Working those core muscles, working that abdomen.
So yeah, I didn't like that move as much.
Now that can be tough on your core, your abdomen, your tummy area, especially. Oh, and she had you put your legs down, put them back up, lower them down, but keep them straight and keep them off the floor. So she's saying, put them down, put them back up, and keep going. You're doing well. Your feet aren't touching the floor at all. I can see how that would be tough for you.
So yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. Well, not that much, but I did enjoy it.
You probably felt it at the time and probably felt it later as well. So your body is young and flexible and bounces back well, so you maybe didn't feel it the next day or two. Papa would have felt it, depending on how many I did. I still like to work out regularly and keep in shape. So I'm not sedentary, sitting on the couch all the time. And here we go for another activity. What's coming up next? She's going to have you do something else here. Oh, jumping jacks. All right, with varying levels of skill and form. So these maybe aren't perfect jumping jacks, but you're all doing some variation of jumping jacks.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. It was fun. I enjoyed it, and I liked it.
Well, that's good. Yeah, so you did gymnastics classes for several weeks. So it was once a week for an hour over the course of, I think it was 4 to 6 weeks or so of gymnastics lessons. And here she has you probably doing some type of arm circles coming up here. Put your arms out, keep them out straight. That's working different muscles, and then she's probably going to have you start moving your arms around here in a minute, I would, if I recall correctly. Yep, there she's bouncing her arms a little bit, or maybe telling you to keep them straight. Nope, and down. All right, and that class was over. I believe this was your last gymnastics class, if I recall correctly. So this was bringing it to a close. Any final thoughts on your gymnastics lessons and what you thought of them overall?
I liked it. I definitely liked it. I enjoyed it.
And then you moved on to your second activity, mini stuntmen class. So here is, who's that individual getting all you and all of your classmates together?
Owl coach.
Your coach. I believe he said his name was Coach Brian. If I recall correctly, he said you can call him Coach, you can call him Coach Brian. And this was the first night of Mini Stuntmen, still at the same facility. So this is the upper level where I watch from and take the video from. So he was calling everyone, calling roll call to gather you all up. And so this was the same night as your previous gymnastics lessons. So once gymnastics ended, the following week you started this mini stuntmen class. So any initial thoughts to share about the mini stuntmen class?
I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it, and I made a friend in mini stuntman class.
Well, that's nice. Yeah, you typically make friends in all of your activities, whether it's gymnastics, mini stuntmen, other activities. And in this case, there are about, if I recall, the most there were at any one gymnastics lesson, you had about maybe 6 to 8 of you in the class, and mini stuntmen was maybe 8 to 10 at any given time, depending on the night. Some didn't always show up, but as he's getting everyone ready and giving you some instructions for what you're going to do, getting ready to go downstairs and get started.
Some of the people on our coach's list, he didn't include. So like some nights I wasn't on his list.
I see. And here you are. You came down the stairs and went through the door. You're getting your water bottles put in the locker. Getting ready for your first activity with mini stuntmen.
So yeah, I definitely enjoyed mini stuntman class.
In fact, as we record this narration, your mini stuntman class is still going on, so we'll be going there again later tonight, as a matter of fact.
So yeah, it was crowded at this point. Like, I didn't know where I was going. It was packed.
Yeah, all the different classes starting at once. As you can see, it's a shared use facility. So, and even on the other side of the wall, there is a basketball court that's used for basketball, volleyball, other activities. That's where we did the YMCA Family Fun Night that we videotaped, that you'll all see that video get posted. And here he's lining you all up to learn your names and start the activities. And how many of you are there?
8?
8? Yeah, I count 8 as well. So you plus 7 that first night for 8 of you. And as you can see, some of your classmates are very antsy, continuously moving, getting ready to get started. I guess that's one of the reasons that they're in mini stuntmen, because they like activities. I believe this is where he had said, I'm going to call your names, and if you're here, say, here, coach. And so that's how you raise your hand. So he had just called your name. What do you think of Coach Brian?
I like him. I like him more than the other coach, but I also like the other coaches in my class.
Yeah, so nothing wrong with that. You enjoyed your instructors for gymnastics classes, but you like your mini stuntman coach more. Nothing wrong with that. And after he gets done with the roll call, he'll get things started.
And at this point, I think this was when we were doing jumping jacks. But before we did jumping jacks, I think that was when he forgot one of the people on his list.
Oh, so they had to get that name added in. that makes sense, and that may be why he was talking to someone else and trying to figure out what to do about a person who was there that wasn't yet on his roster. Right, and now he's giving you some instruction how to do things, and oh, here you are for push-ups. What do you think of push-ups?
Push-ups were good. Push-ups were not that bad, but bad. So yeah, I enjoyed that.
A little tough at times. It's good for things to be tough. You want to challenge yourself, challenge your capabilities, your skills, and push your body to get better at things, whether it be gymnastics or this mini Stuntmen class. All right, any thoughts here on what he's got you doing?
Oh, we were following him, and then we were running after. I don't know what we were doing, but we were chasing after him. I know that.
Running, and he caught up with the last person. Now he's lining you all up there on the end. Oh, and he's getting you ready to start with a cartwheel, I think is what he told you. You started out well, but then didn't land on your feet, and that's what he's telling you here. Land on your feet. So your form, your upper form, then he had you cartwheel, and then it looks like you rolled. Oh, now he's showing you. Maybe he wants you cartwheeling all the way down because he's demonstrating. Is he going to do one? Does the coach do? Here he goes. Look at that. Well done, coach. And he's showing you, okay, get your hands. There. Oh, you almost landed on your feet and then you fell over. What are your thoughts on this activity?
I liked it. It was definitely fun, but the cartwheels were hard.
You're getting better at them. And then you make it all the way down to the mat. And then you start jumping on the mat. All right. And now you're at the head of the line here, and he's showing you the form for cartwheels. All right. Put your right hand down, and then your left next to it, and bring your feet up in the air and hop over. And he's got you doing it again.
I liked it, but it wasn't that likable. I liked it, but it was hard.
Well, what do you think when he's showing you the form? Do you like when he's guiding you and helping you?
I mean, yeah, but I also like doing it by myself.
Yes, I can understand that. He's just trying to get you to get the right form, get those legs up in the air. All right, right foot forward, get your hands and up and over. Look at that. Nice job, and you got a high five from the coach. All right, and here you go for another one. Up and over. Look at that. Landed on your feet. Another one. That was like 3 in a row on your feet. Well done. All right, so here you are at the far end. And, he's got you going across the bar. So what'd you think of that?
Good. I liked it. I enjoyed that. It wasn't that hard. It's just monkey ball.
Yeah, and here you are on it again, going across, and you're off and jumping off the mat. A big jump, a little bit of a bounce, and now he's got you. He's holding you up there, and what are you doing? Are you going to swing here? What do you think? You remember? Oh, yeah, he started you swinging. What were your thoughts on that?
I was scared. I thought I was going to fall.
Well, that's why you got the mat there as well. If you do fall, you'll fall on the mat here. Look at you swinging, and then he pulled you down. Good job. All right, and it's your turn again. You got back in line, and there you go, swinging, and down by yourself. Nice. That landed on your feet. All right. And here he's spreading you out. Do you recall what you're about to do here?
I don't know what I'm doing.
We're about to find out. Oh, you remember what he called this move?
No.
What are these?
Burpees?
Burpees. That's right. Burpees. This is a tough move to do. He's demonstrating them. Why'd you move from there? You didn't want to be at the front of the line there. You moved into the middle. And get down, push back, do a push-up, up, and a hop. So let's see you do it down, push up, and hop. A little bit of a hop.
Burpees weren't that hard of a thing in Stuntmen. I think that was the first thing that came to mind that wasn't the hardest.
Well, I will tell you, I've done a lot of working out through the years and a lot of different workout activities, and burpees are one of the toughest that I've ever done. If you do them right, if you do the form right, they can be very tough to do. But it's a good workout. Works a lot of different muscles.
So yeah, I definitely enjoyed mini Stuntmen class. There was a lot of things that I haven't done before.
Yes, and here he's got you putting your legs up in the air.
So yeah, I definitely enjoyed. I don't know what we're doing here.
Well, he had you putting your legs in the air, and now I think he's giving you some guidance here. I'm not sure exactly what he's telling you all.
But somebody was running.
I was wondering about that. I don't recall whether he split you into groups because you couldn't all fit on the mat. But yeah, that one boy just did keep running. But here he's showing you put your legs in, keep your legs straight, put them in the air, but not too far off the mat. Similar to what your gymnastics teacher had you doing in that last lesson. This helps work your core, your abdomen muscles, right here. And what were your thoughts on that? Do you recall?
I liked it. It was definitely good. I liked it. Oh, the wall. I love the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, and see how your form is so much improved over your first gymnastics lessons from there to here, mini Stuntmen, and there you go over. And, he went backwards. I don't know that the coach wanted you going backwards, but I think the coach's back was turned doing other things.
I think we split them in half because some people were in there, so we were split in half.
Right, and then you see one boy doing the cartwheels, and you three are doing the rolls, and now he's coming to join you, and there you go, roll.
So yeah, I definitely enjoyed that. And then,
And
was this the you know what?
well, this was the end of the lesson for the night, so he was just sitting you down to talk to you before bringing it to a close and wrapping things up, giving you high fives. Let's see, everyone a high five, and one from Kate and Kai. Nice high five there. And he's guiding you out. Well, here you are. So that was the end of that night of Mini Stuntmen, and here's another night. Oh, she's got you doing the bear crawl. You do really well at this move. You go straight. You can do it all the way down and back without tumbling like that boy did. You always do an excellent job. What are your thoughts on the bear crawl?
I liked it. I know how to do it first of all, so it's not that hard for me.
Right. Yeah, you're very good at it. Here you are again, taking another turn at it. You've got good form in it too. So, and here he's got you on the parallel bars, going down and doing a move. What did you think of this apparatus?
I liked it. I definitely liked it. So it wasn't that the hardest thing, but some moves were hard.
This one was a tricky move. So he's got you putting your legs over, and then he's got you putting your shins on the bar, and then supporting yourself on your arms, and then swinging your legs through and back up and over. And are you going to do it? There you go. What was that move like?
And it kind of hurt my legs and it hurt one piece of every body part.
It hurt one piece of every body part. All right. Yeah, this was the first night he had you doing this, so this was new to you, so he's showing you how to do it. There you go. That was a good one. Up and over. And get your legs off and get to the stair. There you go. And down you go. Well done. You were looking up. Yep. I saw you. I was watching you, videotaping it. And oh, here you are on the pommel horse. So you're behind the other boys there, and you put your legs up and over and back. What'd you think of that apparatus?
I liked it. It was fun.
Yeah, it did look like a lot of fun. And you're up and over and up and over. There you go. And while he's showing other boys how to do that other move, you were just going back and forth on the pommel horse.
Yeah, so I enjoyed the pommel horse. I wasn't doing it correctly, but in my head I thought I was doing it correctly.
Hey, you were doing well. Oh, that boy in your class just did a nice cartwheel. I think it's your turn. The other boy kind of pushed you. Go up and over.
No, that was the teacher.
No, because he's over here. I think it was another boy who kind of nudged you forward. And here you come for a bounce. And, well, I think he wanted you to do a 2-foot bounce, but you did a 1-foot hop. You made it. And here you go. So cartwheel. And then run down. Cartwheel. And who's coming next? Is he? Yep. Cartwheel. Well, he's telling you, okay, you kind of cut corners on that cartwheel, so he's showing you again. Okay, right hand, left hand, so he's got you going which way? And up and over. Get those hands side by side on the mat. Flip those legs over. Here you go. And well, you didn't quite have your legs in the air on that one. It's coming though. Okay, and now he's showing you on the springboard, both feet up in the air. You had already turned around. Here you go back. You're kind of hopping through that one. Cutting a few corners there. There you go, a double hop, double hop. Nice job on that.
Yeah, I like that.
Here
I definitely like that.
He's showing you the cartwheel again, and here you go. Hand to hand, feet over. Oh, look, your foot got pretty high in the air. Now, what are you going to do here? There you go, double butt. I think he wanted you to stick the landing. Yes, at one point I think he told you all stick the landing, or you have to do it again, or everyone does push-ups. You're going to do a double foot bounce, bounce, and hop, and hop. There you go. Well done. And it's going to be your turn again here. Here he's telling you to go. Cartwheel. Up and over. And as I said, you've got another mini Stuntmen class tonight. In fact, the class continues for quite a few more weeks. So more time to hone your skills on these different moves.
So yeah, I definitely enjoyed that. It was pretty fun.
You almost stuck the landing and then you fell. All right. And now come down for the run. Oh, did he have you? That was it. So you didn't stick the landing, so you had to do push-ups. He was having all the boys do that. How many push-ups did he have you do? Do you remember?
1.
Well, you did at least 2 or 3, it looked like. I thought there was a night where he told you if you don't stick the landing, you're doing push-ups. So, and here he has you, I think he's getting you ready to plank. So he's showing you, same thing you did in gymnastics. Get your legs in the push-up position, get your, in this case, your elbows on the ground, and keep your body straight. That's good on working your core muscles. I've gotten pretty good at planking. In fact, from all the running and sit-ups and push-ups I do, I haven't timed myself recently, but I used to be able to do at least a 5-minute plank. And He doesn't have you stand up for 5 minutes. Get you stand up for about 30 seconds or so. Look at you roll over. What were you thinking there?
Tiring.
Tiring. Yeah, that was a tough one. Now he's got you, yeah, hands above your head. And what's he have you doing here? Feet up in the air. Yeah, another core move. So, but don't put him all the way in the air. Just get him just off the ground. Yeah, there you go. He's adjusting you. Get your shoulders off the mat. That definitely is a tough core workout. When you put your feet just off the mat and your shoulders off the mat. What did you think of that move?
I liked it. It was fun and it was tiring.
Tiring, yeah. I was thinking challenging. So fun, tiring, challenging. Definitely looks like a tough move. That's a tough move for anyone at any fitness level. And now he's got you doing cross arm sit-ups here or crunches. Again, he's really got you going through a core workout. Now he's got you jumping up in the air. Do you remember what he told you about the jump?
Does the highest award, I think.
Oh, so prize to whoever jumps the highest. That would explain why he's got you going high. And then the parallel bars again, but he's got them going uphill. He's got this end raised. And now he's showing you how this is the first night he's got you doing this move. So let's see what he's got you doing here. Hands on the outside. And oh, this is where it's like the monkey bars, parallel bars, where he's got, there you go, look at you go. Supporting yourself, working it all the way uphill, and you made it to the end. And you're going back to get in line again. Oh, that was it for that. And more tumbling, more rolling, and you stick the landing. Oh, I think you were supposed to stick the landing. You did another roll. I think he's having you do it again.
I'm all about rolling.
I know. You do like to roll, don't you? But I think you were supposed to stick the landing. And here you go. Let's see what you do here. Roll. Are you going to stick the landing? What was that? That was a flop. You didn't even roll. You just flopped your body on the mat. What were your thoughts there? It was fun?
It was fun.
And now he's got you going over, under. Yeah, was this a race?
Yeah, I scored for my team. I was like,
nice.
I want to win. I want to win.
Yeah, so you go over one balance beam, under the other, and repeat that. And then he's got you all going through it. Oh, now you're on these parallel bars again. This time I think he wants, toes pointed down. Oh, this move again. Yeah, what are your thoughts on this move again? Still a little sore from it, you think? Was it painful at all?
Yeah, it was painful.
Well, I had a better vantage point this time. Instead of being at an angle, I was right above you here. Had a good view watching you go. Get those shins off, swing through, get your legs over. All right, swing through, get your legs over, both of them, get them through there, and oh, he's just got you swinging here for a while. I think that was the point, and now up and over. Anything else to say about that?
It was fun. It was definitely fun.
And I think he's going to have you do it one more time. Swing through one more time. Get your arms in the air. Swing through, support yourself, and then to the stairs. There you go. All right. And now on to another activity. What's this one going to be? Let's see. So hop over that mat, springboard, stick the look at that. Well done, sticking the landing. Cartwheel. Oh, wait. Oh, you tried to avoid the cartwheel, but he caught you. All right, cartwheel. And he's giving you some more guidance. I think he was telling you follow the hand and footprints on the mat. And oh, you like the tumble, the rolling. So that went well. And you're taking another turn at it over the mat. Springboard, didn't quite stick the landing. Cartwheel, put your feet on and what's he want you doing here? Backing up the other boy.
Yeah, I love rolling. I don't know what I'm doing.
What about this one? He had you roll backwards. Do you remember that one? And what are your thoughts on that? Was that one tough?
Tough.
I think he's going to have you do it again. So over the yellow mat, stick the landing. Oh, pretty good. Cartwheel. Better. And does he have you going backwards again? All right, you're getting your hands in the right position. I think he said hands by your ears. Put your palms flat on the mat and then up and over. Well done. Look at that and a little hop. What did it feel like going over backwards?
It was hard doing it with a ponytail on the back of
yeah, with your head. You didn't want it to hurt and almost stuck the landing there. Now this boy was still doing the cartwheel. Okay, you're cartwheeling right into him. Coach is down here helping someone else with his backwards roll, I believe. And yep, here you go, backwards tumble again. Up and over for that boy, and then, oh, you were moving the circle out of the way. You almost tripped the coach. And get your palms flat on the floor.
Yeah, this wasn't the greatest move I've done.
Yeah, but of the backwards rolls you did, that one was the best one. Let's see if we've got you going backwards again. So can you stick the landing? You didn't even try to stick the landing. And cartwheel, almost. And backwards again, get those palms down. Get that flip going. And, oh, a little bobble there. Landed on your backside. Oh, now the rings. What are your thoughts on the rings?
They hold my hand.
Yeah, he had you hang there, didn't he? So let's see how long you're hanging. Oh, lifting the legs in the air. So another good workout. This works your hands, your arms, your shoulders, your back. And when he's got you doing your legs, that's working your core, your abdomen. He's putting his hand up there because he wants you putting your legs way up in the air. And then he's got you climbing up on this. What are your thoughts? You seem to really enjoy this.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed this. This was probably the funnest thing I've done in Mini Stuntmen.
And then he wanted you hanging there, so here you go. So now you're hanging there. Got your tie-dyed t-shirt on, hanging in the air and doing some leg lifts again. And see, a lot of the other boys were skipping that. I don't know if they enjoyed it as much as you did, but so he just sent the other boy back to go on the blue mat. And you did a good drop down there. And then you went right back at it as soon as it was available. Back at it again. Climbing up the wall. Turning around. Hanging and doing your leg lifts. Here you go. What do you think of this move?
I liked it, but when I went back, it like, boom.
Oh, you were hitting the mat?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can see you. Your back is hitting the mat. You did a good drop there. And then you were getting ready to get in line again to go back up. Now you're going up on the other one. You had me worried because the blue mat that you need to fall on here, it's off center. It should have been pushed further to the left. So as you can see on the ground there where you're climbing, where you're hanging right now, the mat does not go all the way to your right side on the ground. So, and there's a metal bar there for that one, the other thing with the other blue mat. So I was concerned here that you were going to fall and be off center and hit that metal bar. How many are you doing?
10. I did 10.
And then you drop, and then you turned and dropped sideways, and you looked up. And I like that little shrug. I had to do that. Yeah. So you let go with one hand so you could land on the mat.
I was like, I had to do that or my foot would be gone.
Exactly. So that was an excellent move you did. And that was the end of the video we have for Mini Stuntmen. And now moving on to activity 3, your basketball lessons. And even though you're still doing Mini Stuntmen, that was it for tonight's video. But here you are, first day of basketball lessons. What are your thoughts on basketball?
Basketball was good. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, once a week for an hour at your basketball lessons. And the first day they gave you your t-shirts. So they had 4 different colors. So at various times you'd be split up. So what color was your team?
Green.
And then what were the 3 other colors?
Black, red, and blue.
That's right. And so here you are, first day of basketball lessons. They've got you out there dribbling the basketball. So you're just getting started. There you are in the center of the video. What do you think of dribbling?
And not the easiest thing I've done in basketball.
No, you're getting better at it. So this was the first day, so you were fairly new to it. Now we do have a basketball hoop at the house, but we've got a gravel driveway, so it's not as easy to dribble. And when we pull the cars out of the garage, you can practice dribbling in the garage. But this time of year, it's a little cold outside. There you go. You're getting better at it. I had to chase the ball a few times. Foot race. What were your thoughts of the foot race in basketball?
I liked it.
There you are, coming to the end, touching it, and going back. Yeah, you did well. So this was each week they had you do some skills development, whether it be dribbling or passing. Here you are shooting. That was a nice shot. Didn't go in, but it was still a nice shot. And here you are back up, and it's your turn again in line. Oh, good throw. Now she's telling you how to do it. And look at that. Yeah, it's got a good arc on it. What are your thoughts on shooting the basketball?
I liked it. It wasn't that hard, but it was hard at the same time.
Yeah, well, that's because you're new to it. You're getting, look at that. That almost went in, and here you are. It's your turn again in line. Let's see. Get your hand under it. Oh, look at that. That was high enough. It almost went in. Here you are again. And just under the net. Here you are taking another turn. Look at that one. That one didn't go in either. And it's your turn again. And, almost like you threw her a pass. But good. You got good form there. Getting better at getting your left hand. You're left-handed, as am I. So you get good form getting your left hand under the ball and balancing it with your right hand. So now the second half of each basketball lesson, they split you up into 2 courts. And in this court this week, it was the green team versus the black team. Now, since this is beginner basketball, they're not strict about enforcing the rules. So dribbling all the time or traveling or balls out of bounds aren't called. So they just let you have fun out there and start to learn the skills. And they don't let you steal the ball from each other when you're dribbling it. Now, if you pass the ball, the other team can get the pass, intercept the ball, or catch the pass or get it away from the other team, but you can't steal a ball while the other team is dribbling it. Here you are, you're on defense there off to the side. Black team's got the ball. And now we'll speed it up a little bit. So back and forth with both teams making some baskets. And here you've got the ball. Talk a little bit about coming down the court with the ball here. What are you doing? Tell us what you're doing here.
I am waiting.
And now what are you doing?
I'm dribbling. I think somebody passed.
Oh, you got to pass. No, you got to pass to your teammate. So, and he took the shot, almost went in. So that was good. Yeah, the other team had just scored, and so they gave you the ball to dribble it down. And Now here we go again. You're on defense this time. And now we speed things up a little. Both teams went back and forth, back and forth. Both teams scored several baskets. We don't keep score at this level. It's just for fun. Here's a picture of you there in the middle. I think they were asking you a question. You've got your hand up, and here's another week, another game. Going back and forth. This time, what two teams? It was green team against which team?
Red team.
Red team. So here you are going back and forth, both teams continuing to score. And what are your thoughts on your coaches?
They're good. I like them. They do good. Oh, I don't.
That's good. Here you've got he's getting ready, so why don't you talk us through this? Tell us what you're doing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, here you are dribbling the ball, coming down, getting ready to either shoot or pass. Oh, you passed. Oh, and the red team, in this case, he's got a blue shirt, but he's on the red team. So he got it, but coach is giving it back to you. So tell us what you're doing here. Tell us what happens. You dribbling? What'd you just do?
I passed.
You passed. Yeah, a good pass to...
Green.
Yeah, one of your teammates. He takes the shot and right in.
I picked a good person to pass.
You did. So you got the assist. Look at you. Yeah, hands in the air, celebrating. So yeah, you passed to him and he scored. So that was an assist. And we sped this up a little, back and forth, back and forth. Oh, now the foot raise. Here you are. This is sped up again. And here you're coming up in a minute. And here you come. Slowed it down for this to get a good shot of you coming straight at me. Touch the one in the middle. So talk us through this.
So I touch that one, all the way back, all the way forth.
And there you go, all the way back, and you made it. And now they're going to finish out the race. All right, another week, another basketball game at the end of the lesson. Green team against which team?
Green team.
Against?
Blue.
Green on blue, and here you are. Talk us through what you're doing here.
I'm dribbling. I think I passed.
Well, let's see. You're either going to pass or you're going to put it in, shoot the basket. So you're looking for someone who's open. Oh, and yeah, the other team got the ball. And now, oh, she passed it to you. And you've got the ball. And you took the shot. Nice job there, taking that shot. Well done, Kate and Kai. And sped it up a little bit here.
So yeah, I enjoyed this part. How we do this?
Yes. Did it feel like you were running this fast? You didn't know you were running that fast, did you? And here you are, and I think you stole the ball. No, maybe you stole a pass, or you were already dribbling, but you threw it to your teammate, and he took the shot, and it went in. It did go in. And here you are, sped up the game a little bit. Oh, so this was the dribbling contest. So each team had a contest to pick their best dribbler, and you won for green. And so what are you doing here?
I'm dribbling, and then I have to, and then that guy's eliminated.
Right, so the goal is you dribble and you try to knock the other player's balls out of the black circle, and then they're out. So you got one out, so you're continuing to dribble here. And so you're dribbling, and his ball almost went out, but he caught it. So this is the best dribbler from each of the four teams. So that
guy's out.
So he's out. So it's now down to the two of you, and yours almost went out. Oh, she gave you the assist. I think you would have gotten it anyways. She put her toe on it, but I think you would have caught it. Go, Kate and Kai. Go, Kate and Kai. Oh, your ball almost went out again. And now the other boy, so he's protecting his, and he caught it just on the line. Who's going to win here? Oh, he caught it on the line again. Is he going to win? Are you going to win? This is exciting. Kate and Kai for the victory.
I was the king.
Well, you certainly did a great job out there. Well, you were the king, weren't you? Well done. And what were your thoughts on winning that contest?
I was exciting.
Yeah, you were excited about that. In fact, we'll hear from you in just a minute because I kept that piece of this recording here in a minute. So now they took a break for some water. You're running over to Mommy and Mima, and let's listen to this.
How does it feel to win the dribble contest?
I hope
Nice
we can do
defense.
that again.
Yeah.
I know. You dribbled excellent. Knocking that ball. Good job.
You got their balls.
That's right. So well done. Great job, Kate and Kai. And here we are now. So final week of basketball was this past week. This was the final ceremony where they gave you each. What did you get? What did you get?
I got a wristband and I got a certificate.
That's right. So here they are handing them out. And she's calling your name now. And you're heading up to get your wristband and your certificate. There you got your certificate and your wristband. That was exciting. So what are your thoughts on getting the certificate and the wristband?
I liked it. It was definitely fun.
Yeah, basketball was a lot of fun. And then they got you all together for a group shot. So here you are down there kneeling in the front row, third one from the left now. There you are with your shooting star certificate. Well done. And now we move on to the fourth and final activity for this video, swim class. So this was one of your first swim lessons. So what are your thoughts about swim class?
I liked it, and this is when I got my first friend.
Oh, one of your friends. So you made a friend in swim class. Yes. And so these are the classmates from your first swim lessons earlier this year. Now, later in the video, we'll see your current classmates. In fact, your swim lessons are continuing, so you'll probably stay in swim lessons for many, many more months. But in this particular video, we got some of your first several swim classes. So in this one, they've got you in the deep end, having you jump into the deep end and then swim out a little bit to the pole that the instructor's holding on the bottom. What do you think of doing the deep end work? And here you go, jumping in, turning and swimming back. Do you like swimming in the deep end?
Yeah, I like swimming in the deep end.
So why don't you talk a little bit about swim classes and your enjoyment of swimming?
I liked it. It was definitely a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I can tell you that.
And you're very good at swimming, and not only do you have your swim class, but we typically go to open swim several times a week. In fact, we were swimming last night after your swim lesson, and then tomorrow night we'll do it again. So we spent a lot of time in the pool at the YMCA. Here you are all going back down to the shallow end. You finish things off for this particular lesson. And so that's the end of the lesson. So what do they do typically at the end of the lesson?
They have stuff to play with.
Playtime. You usually get a noodle and a ball. That's right. So this is another week of swim class. Here you are swimming out quite a ways out into the deep end. What are your thoughts about that? And she had you put your head underwater. What are your thoughts about putting your head underwater?
Like it, but not that much for my eyes.
Yeah, and your eyes sometimes. Well, we've told you if you want to wear goggles, you do have goggles. You just choose not to wear them, which is your choice. And here you go, swimming back to the side of the pool, getting ready to get out. And this is still the first set of swim classes that you had. And so they did a lot of work in the shallow end and then a little bit of work in the deep end. So at the beginning of class, they'd eventually, after they work the shallow end, move you over here just for a little bit at the end. Here you are, you swam out again, and now You're swimming back to the side. Still swimming, getting ready to get out, and there you go, getting out of the pool there. You do a good job of getting out of the pool as well. Is that easy for you?
Not yeah, it is. I like going out. It's fun.
And what do they have you doing here? Practicing diving?
Yeah.
Putting your hands in the air. You just dove in there. Now you're getting out. And sitting on the side there. So this was one of your first exposures to actual diving. And now she had you jump in. Not dive in, but jump in. Now you're getting back out. Getting ready to get back out. There you go. And what do you think? What's your favorite activity of all the swim lessons?
Everything.
You like it all. Well, here you are standing up and, oh, that was a big jump. Good job. I think you splashed her unintentionally. Now you're getting back out again. Yes, you enjoy spending time in the water. Oh, now time to get back in and go back down to the shallow end to have 5 minutes of playtime before the end of your lesson.
Yeah.
Now, this is still the first set of swim lessons. This is another night of swim class. You just got in and got back out. And now putting your hands in dive and swimming out and dunking your head and going back to the edge. And you're getting back out.
So yeah, I definitely enjoyed that, and there was some new set of people in this class.
Yes, and now she had you jump in again and swim back again in the deep end. We got some new activities coming up here shortly as well. So, end of swim class. Time to get back in the pool and go to the shallow end for playtime. There you go, back in, working your way along the edge of the pool.
So yeah, I enjoy playtime. It's fun.
Yes, yeah, and we'll see some playtime coming up here in just a few minutes. Now she's got you in the deep end here for another lesson. Treading water, you just said. All right, so yeah, we've done that before just on our own during an open swim. So we know, you know that you can tread. How long have you gone treading water? Do you remember?
15.
You've gone at least a whole minute. Yes. So we've done that before.
I didn't know I could go up a minute.
Yes. So this is your little friend there. She was treading water. Now she's about to get out and it's your turn. Go in and tread water. Let's see, you jump in and start treading. So what are you thinking when you're treading water? Any thoughts going through your head?
No, treading water.
Just thinking about treading water. Look at you. Look at those legs going, those arms going.
The only thing I think about is thinking about treading water and not falling to the whole.
The bottom of the pool.
Yeah.
You're thinking about treading water and not sinking to the bottom. All right. Now it's your turn again to jump in, big splash, and swim back.
I always get water in my eyes.
Well, that's where the goggles would come in handy if you ever want to wear them. You have that option. But you did a good job. So here's some playtime. So talk us through this. What are you doing here?
I liked it. I like playtime. Playtime is good and fun.
So what are you doing here? You've got a noodle.
A noodle.
And
floating.
Floating. And what do you have in your hand?
With a Scotty.
Oh, a little play toy. You just threw it towards the instructor. Oh, this. So what do you have on here?
Life jackets.
So they put life jackets on you. So I want to hear you talk about this. So what are you doing here? You're the second one from the right standing up. So what are you doing here? What were they telling you? What night was this for swim lessons?
I don't know.
Water safety. So they had life jackets on you and they were teaching you all sorts of water safety things. So here they had you jump in with the life jacket on. What were your thoughts there? What did you expect to happen?
The life jackets kind of hurt me when it went up. When I jumped in, it went up and it kind of like choked me.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but you recovered well and now you're just floating and it's doing its job. The life preserver is keeping you up in the water and I see you floating there. You were floating on your back and now you're floating on your stomach and the instructor is kind of talking you through it. There you go, flipping over. What'd you think of moving around in the water with the life jacket on?
It hurts, but it's fun.
Well, it's too bad that it hurt a little bit, but I'm glad that it was fun. And then you're working your way towards the side. Here come some of your fellow classmates from one of the other classes. You're still floating on your back, getting ready to go to the side. You got a fun water safety, another fun water safety activity coming up here that you can talk us through. So you just got out. Now you're on the side there, moving down a little bit, making room for your classmates. And now you're in the water again, floating on your back. Do you recall what they told you here to do?
Just
lie down and float. Just trying to focus through this window. This particular window pane has lines in it, kind of tough to focus. There you did a spin move and now you're headed back to the side. And there you're coming into focus. Back out again. Climbing out of the pool. There's some good focus on you. Yeah, I can see you start to adjust the life jacket. And now what did they tell you here with the pool noodles? What did they want you to do?
I tried to pull our teachers in like they were drowning.
Oh, I see. Okay, so they're pretending that they need help and you need to pull them in. I got you. Yeah, I wasn't sure what guidance they had told you here for this. And so but you let go. You got to hold on, pull her in. There you go. You saved her. Nice job saving her. And going down the line, getting you all to pull in. Good use of a pool noodle. Did you know before this lesson that it could be used as a flotation device or for life-saving?
Yes.
You knew that already from all your time in the pool. All right. And now she's showing you something else. What's she telling you here?
You have to put it and throw it at the teacher like it's like those round things that make you float.
Okay. So like a round life preserver, one of those life ring type things. So they said grab both ends of it. It tried to get away from you here. Here you are trying to grab both ends. One end got away from you. Still working on you. Oh, hey, that end got away from you again. And you're grabbing it. Grab that end. That end got away from you.
I was struggling.
Come on, Kate and Kai, you can do it. And you got it. Nice job.
I struggled.
You struggled, but you got it. And now she said, throw it as far as you can. So that's how one way to throw it. If someone's in trouble and you can't reach them with the pool noodle, you bend it like that and then take it back over your head and throw it as far as you can towards the individual so that they can use it to hold themselves up and get to safety. So that's a good lesson that they taught you. They've got another life-saving move that they're going to be taking you through here. There you are. Yeah, that life jacket looks like it might be just a little bit too big for you. It fit you, but it wasn't snug, so probably could have used one just a little bit smaller. That fit a little more snugly on you. But it worked. You made it work. Now you're getting your pool noodle out, getting ready for the next activity. So put
That
those
next
away.
activity was a fun one.
You enjoyed that. So here you are. So they had this paddle board. Talk us through this. So what are you doing here?
I liked it. I definitely liked it. It was fun.
So what are you doing? So what is she telling you? What are your teachers telling you to do?
Get on it, and then they drove us to, and they said, and they choose where they're going, and somebody said, I think somebody said New York, and somebody said Ohio.
Oh, is that right?
I
And
think
then,
Hawaii.
and so right now they're getting your classmates on, and now they're getting you on. And so tell us what's happening here. Well, they're waiting for the other class to swim by. So they've just got you sitting on the board. Here goes the class finishing up their movement past you. And now what are they doing with you?
They're shipping us, and then one of the ladies said, "Did you watch the news? I saw that there was a hurricane," and then I said, "I don't even watch the news."
Oh, so they said there's a hurricane coming, and then what did they do? What's happening now? Still calm water. Still calm water, but does that change?
Yep.
Tell us.
2, 1.
Oh, yep. Now you're right. Now, the hurricane.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, there you go.
Somebody actually kept holding on.
Well, they tipped you over, and now you got to swim to safety. Look at you kick and swim. There you go.
My teacher was just on it.
Yeah, she was on the board. Good job with it. So tell us what that experience was like.
It was fun. I can tell you that. It was definitely fun.
Yeah, probably the most fun of your water safety. So now here you are. They've got you in the shallow end, swimming across from one side to the other. So this is still the first set of swim lessons. As I mentioned, part of that swim lesson was always held in the shallow end, part in the deep end. So here you are, crawling your way across, and you made it to the other side. Now you're getting ready to go back. You like swimming across the pool?
Yeah, I definitely like swimming because I'm used to swimming. Sometimes I just like to stand up, but sometimes I do like to swim.
Yes. And it's fun to be in the water and to play in the water, and it's good to know how to swim in the water and how to stay safe and how to tread water. So there you are on your back. She's helping support you as you go across. I see you kicking your feet there. Eventually you'll get to the point where you're doing the arm movements, where you're doing the actual strokes for the overhand crawl stroke, if you will, and the swimming on your back. So the backstroke, that will come with time. For now, they're just working the other skills, being able to get across the width of the pool and being able to tread water and knowing water safety and working those different skills as they develop them. There you are, staying nice and straight as you half float and half kick, swim your way across. Getting ready to get back out again. You go, good move getting out of the pool. And now another dive, there you go. Getting in dive form and then swimming out to the pole. Dunking down underwater, getting that hair wet. Going back to the side. And another good move to get out of the pool. Next, they're going to have you do some jumping into the pool, if I recall correctly. It's usually what they do after they have you swim out. There's a good jump. Yep. And a swim back in. Eventually you'll get to the point where you're just jumping in the deep end and going underwater. Even diving in sometimes. There goes another jump and splash of your instructor. Climbing back out. Getting ready for another activity. I think these lessons are coming to an end. There's playtime. Throwing the ball to your teacher. What do you think about this playtime?
Everybody just kept throwing balls at the teacher.
Yeah, I don't know if she knew what she was getting herself in for. She probably told you, hey, I'll play catch with all of you, but suddenly everyone's throwing their play toy at her. And back and forth while you float on your pool noodle. So that was the last lesson for that particular session. And so now this is the first lesson for the session that you're in now. So these are some new classmates. Some of them bigger, more experienced. Some of them have fully developed strokes for swimming. Here you are going across. One thing I really like about this session that you're in now is everything they do is in the deep end. So you don't even have the option of putting your feet on the bottom of the pool. So here you are finishing your swim across. What do you think of these swim lessons?
I like it.
What about staying in the deep end? Do you enjoy swimming in the deep end?
I don't like it as much, but
I think that's because you like to, when you want to, you like to put your feet down, but this challenges you, this forces you. Look at you kick your feet there as you come towards this wall. I think she's partly supporting you. You don't quite have your arm movements developed yet for the backstroke. You do well working your way across. And I've seen you go all the way from one side of the pool to the other and then back again. So I know you can do that both on your front and on your back. There you go, working your way across. And you made it. Time to get out. Move on to the next swim activity. Here you go, getting ready to jump in. Do you like jumping in the deep end?
I definitely like jumping in the deep end. I kind of like it.
Kind of like it?
I don't like it as much, but I do like it.
Well, you're getting pretty good at it. That was some playtime at the end, and now we're on to another swim lesson. Here you are coming across on your back to the right of the screen, working your way over. We'll finish up with some back and forths and then move on to the final activity within your swim lesson activities. There you are getting ready to go back. You recall what she was telling you there?
I don't know. You telling me something?
Probably telling you kick your feet and try to support yourself. Here she is, partly supporting you as you go across.
So yeah, that was enjoyable. I liked that a lot.
And you're still doing it. You'll have another swim lesson tomorrow night. You're getting out of the pool, getting ready. In some weeks, the pool is warmer than others. I like it when it's nice and warm. And here you are coming back on your back, working your way across again. I was on the other side of the window. Window's got a few water spots on it here. Oh no, she's not having you go all the way across, is she? She's having you float on your back for this one. Seeing how long you can float on your back. Do you like floating on your back?
I like floating on my back. It's enjoyable. I like it. I like doing that tactic.
How long can you float on your back?
With somebody, I would say 5 to 10.
5 to 10 minutes? Yeah. And here you go diving in from the side from a seated position. Tell me about that. What do you think of these diving moves they've got you practicing?
I hate it and like it.
You hate it and like, here you go again. So now she's got you sitting down, hands together, and lean forward.
And boom.
And boom into the water. It's coming. Your skills in this will develop as well. Before you know it, you'll fully enjoy it and you'll be able to dive in. Now, what do they have you doing? Diving on your knee, right?
Yeah.
So you were on your knee there and you just dove in. What do you think of diving on your knee?
I like it. It's not as enjoyable, but I like it.
Yeah, you did a good job with it. And they had you do that. So you did the seated dive several times. You did the kneeling dive several times. So here she's got you getting up on your knee again. I think she was asking him if he wanted to go again, but he didn't. So you're getting ready and up on your knee and getting ready to dive in. And 3, 2, 1, go. And splash. You did kind of a kickoff on that one. You're getting there. You'll get to the point where you're not supporting yourself at all. You're keeping your hands together as you dive in. This is basic skills development. Oh, what do you think of the standing dive?
I like it.
Yeah. So she got you standing on the edge, getting ready, and you got that little knee kick still.
Boom, boom.
You're kind of doing that safety measure of supporting yourself and doing that knee kick. All right, and I think she was kind of talking you through it again. Talk me through this. So what are you doing?
I'm doing a standing move again.
And in you go with that little knee kick. And getting ready to get out of the pool again before another attempt at either that dive or another dive. All right, sitting there on the side. Oh, so here you go, the ball. And let's count you in together. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Nice
I
job.
did a donkey kick.
You did a donkey kick. So tell me about the ball. Do you enjoy diving from the ball?
Yeah,
Is that a lot of fun?
yeah.
You're good at it. Okay, so it's your turn again in line. Here you go. So talk us through it. Tell us what you're doing here as you get ready.
I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Donkey kick again. Donkey kick again.
You did. Those legs went back up. And you did a great job. All right. And now they're going to... I think you each got one turn that particular night. And there you are at the back of the line. Getting ready for whatever comes next. I believe that was it. And now they're going to move the ball out of the way. And time for playtime in the shallow end. So you and some of your classmates, we had some of the classmates had the option of swimming to the shallow end or
I think everybody swam to the
walking to the shallow end. Well, I know what you do here. And here you go. It's going to be your turn in line here in just a second. And there you go. And you're in and you're off. And there was an instructor in the water right there to keep an eye on you. Make sure you stayed safe as you swam all the way down to the shallow. And look at you go. Well, let's see, he walked, so you had the option. A couple of your classmates walked, and others of you swam down. Working your way all the way to the end. And even though swim lessons are continuing, this video is coming to an end. So thanks for watching, as always. We hope you enjoyed watching Kate and Kai in these YMCA activities.
And I hope you enjoyed the video.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.